Assalamualaikum students, I hope you all are doing well. In today's video I will be teaching you a new concept from your new Oxford Modern English workbook 4. So you have to open up your workbook on page number 10, and before doing anything else, write the date on top of the page, that is Wednesday 14th May 2020. Now suffixes. What are suffixes? By using the suffixes we are going to make adjectives. First of all, you know what a suffix is. Now to make a new word is when we add a suffix. By adding a suffix we basically make a new word. Now a suffix is a word or part of a word that goes on the end of another word. For example, the word join can be made into a new word by adding ed or ing. How? Basically, it is a part of a word that goes at the end of another word, like the example is given over here. Join is the word, and if we add ed at the end of join, it's going to become joined. Join is the word, and if we add ing at the end, it will become joining. See, this is how we make new words by adding suffixes. Now suffix is always added at the end of a word. You have to remember that it's always added at the end of the word. Now in exercise B on page number 10, we are going to be making some adjectives by adding suffixes at the end. Now here is a way of making adjectives from nouns. Add full or less to the end, but remember to drop one of the L in full. Now we basically have to add full, suffix full, or suffix less at the end of the nouns that are given in question number 1 of exercise B, and we'll make a new word that will be an adjective. So basically we'll be changing a noun to an adjective by adding full or less. Now whenever we will be adding full, we have to get rid of one L in full when we have added it to the word. For example, let's look at part A. Part A is harm. Now we can use both of these suffixes to make adjectives, and we can make two adjectives out of them. But as we are given the same word two times, we will only use one suffix in one blank. So in A part, I will use full. So if I am writing harm and then I write full at the end, but instead of writing two L's, I will just write one L, and it's going to become harmful. Now, harm was a noun, and by adding full we made it into an adjective. B part, harm, and in this part we'll add less. So it's going to become harmless. C part, pain. Now we can add full at the end of pain. It will become painful, and we can also make another word by adding less, and it's going to become painless. Both of these are adjectives. Let's do D part. D part is thank. For thank, we'll use the suffix full, and it will become thankful. Truth, we'll add full at the end of truth, and it's going to become truthful. F part is care. We can make two adjectives with care by adding full and less both. So first time we'll add full, and the next time we'll add less, and we'll have two adjectives, that is careful and careless. G part, use. Again, use can be, we can use full and less with use, and we'll have two adjectives. H part, hope. We can write full and we can write less with hope. Both of them will turn this noun into an adjective. Hopeless. I part, play. Now playless doesn't make sense, so that's why we'll only use full with it. So playful. J part, taste. With taste we'll only add less because tasteful doesn't make sense. That's why. K part is point. And again with point we'll use less, so it's going to become pointless. Now see, less, full, these are all suffixes that we've added at the end of a noun to turn them into adjectives. Now the last word is use. Again, see, we had use over here and we had use in L part 2. So we'll write useful one time and we'll write use less one time. Okay, so this is it for suffixes. I hope you understood everything that I explained in this video, and if you didn't, you can ask questions in the comment section of this video. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Assalamualaikum students, I hope you all are doing well. Okay, so in this video I will be teaching you about either and or, the conjunctions, the two conjunctions that are always used together. So basically, before anything else, you have to open up your new Oxford Modern English Workbook 4 and turn to page number 11. And before doing anything else, you have to write this date on top: Wednesday, 14th May 2020. Okay, so either and or. Do you remember using the word either? It is usually used with another word or. Now this box is either Jamal's or Samir's. Basically, either or is used when we have two options and we don't know the correct one, basically. For example, if you have a water bottle, and you don't know whether it's Amina's or Rahman's. So if you have to make a sentence, you say that this bottle, if you have to make a sentence telling to whom this bottle belongs to, you say this bottle is either Amina's or Rahman's. Like it belongs to any one of them, but you're not sure which of them. So that's when we use either and or. Okay, now there are different ways to use either and or. Like the first way is this: the box is either Jamal's or Samir's. I don't know whose. The sky is either black or blue. It is never green. But there is another way to use either. For example, you can see over here. Now in the first example we used either with or, but here is another way in which you can use either but you don't need to use or with it. Like Nina doesn't like hot curry. Sarah doesn't either. And both of them, they don't like hot curry. So we can use either in that. His father can't cook. Mine can't either. You just have to continue the sentence using the same verbs, and you just have to put either at the end. So let's do part A of this exercise. Exercise D, question number 1, page number 11 of workbook that we're doing. So A part will be: Bilal doesn't have a job. I won't write the whole sentence. Bilal doesn't have a job. His wife, now see which verb is used over here? Doesn't. So I'll use doesn't too. His wife doesn't either. See, After doesn't, I'll just put comma, and after either, I'll just put full stop. It's very easy. B part, George isn't a student. George isn't a student. His sister isn't either. Now see, isn't was the verb that was used, so I used isn't too. C part, I can't say skate on ice. So the next sentence is Maha, and see, because can't was used, we'll say Maha can't either. See how easy it is. D part, a dog hasn't got 2 legs. A cat, now see, hasn't means it doesn't. It's basically another word for doesn't. So for cat, we'll use it doesn't either. A cat doesn't either. A dog hasn't got 2 legs. A cat doesn't. A cat doesn't either. The last part. Elephants don't have suitcases. Zebras don't. Zebras don't either. See, it's the same. The only different one was in D part, in which we use doesn't, because it's the same. It has the same meaning as hasn't. Now, this was how we use either separately without or, and you do know that either is a conjunction because we have done we've done this in grade 3. Okay, now let's move on to the next exercise, exercise E. Now in exercise E is on the same page too, page number 11, and in this we have to use to. Okay? Here is a sentence with the word to. Irfan is reading a book. Tahir is too. See, to means also. He is also doing it. To also means also. So we're doing exercise E, page number 12 on workbook, and we have to add to complete the sentences. Now the first part says, I am 10 years old. See, A part is I am 10 years old. So for Rehan, now I have told you so many times, when we are using auxiliary verbs, there are 3 types. See, am, is, was, and are. Are is used for plural, hence were is also used for plural but in past tense. Am is used for yourself, the pronouns that you use for yourself, like I, me, myself. Basically with am is always used with I, the pronoun I. And is used for something singular that you're talking about. A cat is sitting on the chair. The boy is singing a song. See, so when we in the first sentence it said I, so that's why we used the auxiliary verb am. They used am, but since they're talking about Rehan, so we'll say is. Rehan is, comma, 2. B part. The baby has 10 little toes. The baby has 10 little toes. I do, you just have to write 2 by adding comma, after adding comma. C part. Kabir likes sweets. So you'll write Kabir likes sweet. I do too. See, likes. It's something that he's doing now. So you'll say I do too. D part. James has a pink shirt. So D part is James has a pink shirt. Henry dash 1 dash. So it will be Henry has 1. Henry has 1 2. 2 will be used in the last blank. The first blank will use has. E part. Arif wants to go to sleep. The children The children do too. See, Arif wants to do something, and the children want the same thing, so you write the children do too. Okay, this is the end for this video, and if you have any questions regarding any of these exercises, you can ask me and I will answer you in the comment section. This is it for today. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.